Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that time of the week. We are now in free-for-all territory. Everybody's been asking for it. I've been avoiding it. And we finally decided, you know what the best idea would be? What if I just don't play the free-for-all? Then I can't get picked on. Yay! There's nothing special about this. There's nothing on the line apart from eternal glory and the fact that you are going to be the one that wins the free-for-all. So I guess in that sense, there's lots on the line. But what I want to do here is every Sunday, with the exception of when tournaments are on, so this is going to be the first of those Sundays, we are going to be hosting a free-for-all at 1600 GMT, UTC. That's going to be the plan. Now, obviously, of course, Pandora's Box starts next weekend, so this is the first one, and the next one will be happening in April. But we're setting up for some very much fun stuff. As hello there, Daredevil, with the most interesting of solar shields I've ever seen in my entire life. But let's jump around the map here, introduce the players, and we've said what the stakes are, but of course, Eternal Glory is very important. In the top of the map, our hostess with the mostess, it is DoD's Shelty. He's going to be playing Thor for us in this free-for-all, as I'm going to be attempting to somehow manage to keep up with whatever's going on in this game. Up to the top side, we have our purple a Gaia player with the most craziest of names I've ever seen. I'm going to call him Adam. Adam in the top there. He's playing some Gaia. These free-for-alls are open to everyone and anyone who wants to play. If you are 500 rated, if you are 1200 rated, if you are 2000 rated, you just have to be first in, best dressed, quick to the lobby, and you can have a game. Over here we see Every Knee Will Bow playing as Susanoo. This is Illuminati on his Every Knee Will Bow account. And over here we've got ourselves Daredevil playing as the pink Amaterasu. We've got ourselves our white Gaia player, Rono, here. And then we've got down to the bottom, we've got Bill Gates. Bill Gates, sponsor my free-for-alls, my guy. You know you want to. Just $1 million for the prize pools for Age Mythology in this next financial year. That'll be great. Thanks, Bill Gates. Appreciate that. Yellow Frere here. Over into this next position, we've got ourselves a big space, and then the red Cotta playing as Frere, as he spawned incredibly close to our orangey skin-colored, what do you call this? Brain-sized Mega playing as Thor. Over here, we've now got ourselves Blueberry as well in the orange color, not very blue at all, playing some Loki. I think I've seen Blueberry before. I think he is a big fan of the free-for-alls. Peach color. I like that one. I like that one. Over here, we've got ourselves Snuffles as the green Zeus. And into the middle of the map, we've got Salm playing as Gaia. He did actually manage to get over here as well and start his fishing exploration. And then finally, at the top of the map, we've got Darth Wimp as the light blue Fushi. As the players are going to be slowly moving along here. Generally speaking, we don't see many early age ups in this sort of a setting. Reason being is it's much better to get the fish boom going, get yourself a huge amount of economy, and then start figuring out how to do things from there. The real question is going to be, like, is anyone going to be going for heavy on the water? Or is it just going to be, or is it going to be a rush on the land? Or are we going to try and just make friends? I think there is a little bit of shenanigans with the old alliances that come in as well. I don't know if the devs realized they did this or not, but they made some changes to the free-for-all settings, and now you can't have a free-for-all with locked teams where there's no alliances allowed. But yes, you can go for the diplomacy. I don't know if the players are going to use that or if they're even aware. I much prefer the one without using the diplomacy. You just have the contract, the written contract, let's be friends, and then you just break it midway. But yeah, we do see Darth Wimp going up to the second age. He does decide to go for Fushi, and we see everyone going second. I'm not going to go through all these. You can see onto the left side what gods they're going. We're going to try and keep some semblance of sanity in this game. Staring at this minimap, I was thinking of maybe doing this for this one, and then moving my face a little bit across. Let me just midstream just changes a little bit. Just give me a second here. So we just do. So now we've got a big screen for the rest of this one, so you can see probably just a little bit more of that minimap. Mostly for me, more so than anyone else, because there's just too much going on. Up onto this side, Daredevil trying to wall himself in, be a little bit careful, and all the other good stuff. We've got the first little bit of aggression here, as Shelty says, the person on my backside is my enemy. Get out of my backside, he says. Get away from me. Valkyrie going after a villager is just trying to set up some houses. He's just a guy who just wants to live. Just let him live. He's going to be losing his citizen. I mean, a sad state of affairs over. No, it gets to the town center. No problems. No problems. As more docks coming up over here, and the players are just trying to figure things out at the moment. Do we go aggressive? Do we make an alliance? Those are the big questions. Second town center coming through for Snuffles. Do we go for a big boom? Do we go for a boom while we're attacking our Gaia opponent's dock here? It's literally the worst thing you can possibly do is send one unit to harass something early on, because that can just be like, okay, I'm pissed off now. I'm just going to send everything at you. I don't even care. You're the one who started the war. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? There's been some things in the history books, as we do actually see Shelty deciding to build some longboats here. He says, get out of here. I want the water. Let's go. Random Psalm servant going after some fishing ships will get taken out. As the Asgardian fortress coming down for Cotta. Up onto the top here, Shelty is deciding that he will make our Gaia player's life very, very sad, very, very quickly here. I don't see Adam having the best of times. Now, one cool thing about Nomad is you can actually build a watchtower without upgrading. So if our Gaia player decides to want to build a tower, he can't afford it right now, but if he wants to build a tower, he can definitely just go for that, and it's totally fine. Over here we see Sam going for another town center, just playing nice and slowly. Don't see anything specifically happening down the bottom of the map just yet, though the Katoskopos from Snuffles is getting a little bit aggressive, a little bit of a slaps going in. But yeah, it's Shelty. I like Shelty. He's just like, let's just go for it. Let's go and kill some stuff. Make this Gaia's player's life difficult. No Gaia spammaging for insane unit comps and things like that. Up to the top side already. Illuminati, he is spamming up a storm. It looks like lots and lots of Mikos out here, but Daredevil is getting into it. He's made a lot of these Kamatachi. He wants in. He wants to get that damage done. Get the Susanoo out of his side and maybe make an alliance with Rono. Just say, okay, Rono, we're not going to fight. I want to kill the top player. We're going to stay here. It's fine. That's the way to go about it, generally speaking, in these team games. You go, I'll make an enemy above me and an ally below me, and that way we're not going to get slammed in onto. As the Kamatachi get the thing, but look at this from Illuminati. He completely traps the Kamatachi in here as the Miko are going to be chasing this around. Up to the top side, so just doing what they can. But so far, so good, I think. Most players have kind of defended all the early aggression, as all the Kamatachi will end up dying. Two of them are going to go back into that Goshinboku tree, but the rest are dead. Everyone's at this side, just Blueberry saying, I don't want to deal with this. We're just going to play some defense. Stay away from me. There's the Hesperids tree coming down. Somewhere, I don't know, more spider layers coming in. Shelty now has got himself up a second town center, building up some more economy and all the other good stuff. Heroic Age is coming through for Blueberry. If I remember correctly, Blueberry here, he likes to get that hell. He likes the wonder, and he wants to spam all of the myth units. Loki in the late game in free-for-alls can become incredibly powerful, as Kota is saying, you know what, let's make something. Let's start something here with Blueberry. Kota and Blueberry are going to be going after it. There's just a little bit of a skirmish here. The healing spring on the back is going to be very, very nice, but the Throw and Axeman, they are the important unit on these fights, as Kota is just charging in. He's going to be losing all of his Hursa. The healing spring also helping out a little bit. No micro from Blueberry, but does not matter, as he will be winning that fight as Kota needs to pull back. Meanwhile, Bill Gates is doing good here. He has he's paid everyone off. He says, okay, everyone, have some money. Leave me alone. I just want to get all the town centers on the map, and you just leave me. It's fine. Right? That's the story. That's what's going on over there. Up onto the top side. A little bit of searching from our main man, Shelton the Great. As our Susno player, Illuminati, every knee will bow, does hit the Heroic Age through Hujin, so he's going to have a crazy amount. Flaming weapons from Shelties. He says it's time to get going. Lots and lots of these spider layers are in, taking out the berserks and everything else. It's like, let me just remove this poor Gaia player from the map. Another spider layer going down. It looks like Shelty's just going to be allowing that one to finish up. So there's going to be a couple more of these berserks going down. On the bottom here, Blueberry as well says it's flaming weapons time as Kota. He's got a great choke point here to be using. He's also got access to the Gullen Bursty as he dives into his town center, pulls back, no problems there. Up onto the top side here, Shelty has destroyed the town center, and he is going to be destroying everything here as those villages are no longer going to be any good. But he can go for a transport ship and try and make some sort of a breakaway, go to a different part of the island and see if he can find some brighter futures elsewhere. Onto the bottom side as well now. Salm is saying, excuse you, Snuffles, I'm in. I got my behemoth. They're going to just destroy everything. Does Snuffles have enough stuff to defend the Gaia might at the moment? Restoration to come down as no one's taking this game slowly here. It's 13 minutes into it, and let's go. We got to kill to take space to find an advantage here. You've got to kill people in these sort of free-for-alls, take their position, and be in a good spot. Up onto the top here, Rono's just chilling. Bill Gates just chilling. And we will see Snuffles saying, I don't want to try this anymore. Psalm, too strong, too mighty, too much power. And all of this happened, I will say, because Snuffles decided to kill off Psalm's dock with his Minotaur. That's the whole reason this happened. Without question. Meanwhile, some cheekiness happening somewhere on the map. Someone got their... over here. Rono having a bit of a water fight as the Bill Gates Kraken did get stolen away. Bill Gates says, you know what? That's enough paying everyone off. I'm going to come kill you now. Lots and lots of units are ready for Bill Gates to start breaking through here as Kota does drop down the Gullen Bursty as he's going to attempt to try and stay alive. But Blueberry is in an amazing position right now as we do have the Tempest getting dropped down, but there's not that many units left. Blueberry does not need to run away here anytime soon. It's up to the top. Shelty's grabbed himself the town center. There is the attempt here from Adam to try and get himself a little bit more resources, get back into the game, see if he can find some way to get himself economy. So the thing about free-for-all is you're not really dead until you're dead. Early on, if you get like tripled and you run away, you can find yourself back into the game, because in the end of the day, late game is late game. All you have to do is get 100 villages, get a trade route, and you're good to go. You're ready to start trying to take town centers and bring yourself back. But Blueberry kills off the backside. The problem over here is that Brain Size Mega has decided to get involved, and Blueberry now has an enemy with Kota and an enemy with Brain Size Mega. And Brain Size Mega has been booming hard here. Let's see if we can see his armory. He's got himself already bronze mail. Huge amount of units. Is a little bit pop blocked here, and he's got his houses down, but you know, he's going to be able to take down the town center. And we'll see if Blueberry can pull back and deal with that or not. Town center going to be coming up over here. Lots and lots of rock giants in for Cotter. Sam here needs to move in and start taking town centers and things like that, but he is looking like he's saying Darth Wimp is the man who is going to be next on the chopping block. Behemoth, Murmillo, Arcus, and a Dream for Sam, as he is going to be destroying this very, very quickly. You see a little bit of a trader to come down, steals away that Taowu, diving in onto the villagers, trying to deny everything. The town center falls. Wait, does it fall? Yes, it does fall. And the fighting will commence, as Sam is like, he's not taking it slow here in the slightest. Up to the top, a little bit of fighting up there, but nothing too crazy, as Blueberry lost his town center, but he's going to put it back, no problems. Gives Cotter a little bit more time to play with, but Cotter is struggling on this bottom corner. As Sam will break through here, up onto the top. It looks like Shelty is taking his foot off the pedal a little bit. He's got an army, he's got his town centers. Up to the top here, every knee will bow. He's now into the Mythic Age through Watatsumi. He doesn't have a single military, well, not a single military unit. He doesn't have much military out. Over here he does. He's starting to take town centers and slowly take more of the map. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. As, oh, Bill Gates has decided to make his attack here and is broken through Rono, who has literally nothing left. The town center going to fall. Rono making a break for the middle of the map. Grab this town center. Nice little play. If he can sneak away from this, he might be okay to keep going. But Bill Gates is well and truly finding some advantages here. Onto the top side, Berserk's now saying they're going after Darth Wimp, as Sam and Shelty going to be doubling in onto this Darth Wimp Fushi here. Absolutely terrifying. The town center will be falling. Up onto the top side, we've got more of these like spider eggs coming in, a little cheeky forest coming through. You don't like, if you're a player that kills someone off, one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you don't just cut off the arm. You got to cut off the head, because the next head is going to grow back and it's going to be a lot of pain. Meanwhile, Shelty now, he's got a problem. Every knee will bow. Illuminati is in, and he's putting pressure onto Shelty. Shelty's trying to take more position over here. Luckily, him killing this town center and making an enemy with Darth Wimp isn't that big of a deal. Because, why? Why is it not that big of a deal? Because he can literally just leave this. Sam can kill off the rest. He can go back over and deal with Illuminati. Meanwhile, Blueberry is back to killing off Cotter, as the hell has come through. The Nidhogg is in, and that's going to be some damage onto this army, as the town center is going to get torn down by all of these battle boar. Up onto the top, losing the town center is brutal, as the purple villagers do make a break for the transport ship, but this is making life even harder. Though there is the Umibozu. Does this guy have the special? He does. If you can spot this, you can teleport directly on top of the transport ship and take that one out. Meanwhile, the battle boars are up for Shelty. Did Shelty bring himself back? Kinda. Not yet. Not yet. The villagers are going to come through and take the town center. No problem. Meanwhile, back onto this position. Blueberry is yet again under attack from Brain Size Mega. He says, no, I'm going to keep going after this. If Cotter dies here, my life is going to get very quick, very, very difficult, very, very fast. And Darth Wimp says, nah, I'm done. He doesn't want to keep playing. Sometimes resigning is your best bet, as Sam has become incredibly big in this game. Just want to make a point. He's gone for Carnivora, Trader, Implode, Oceanus, Rhea, Atlas. This gives you the strongest infantry you can possibly get as the Atlantean. The Fanatics, the Destroyer, the Murmillo, all incredibly powerful for our Gaia player in this game. As Brain Size Mega does manage to get himself a town center. But Blueberry is still trying to take out all of this from Kotta. Kotta has managed to pull back a little bit. How many villages does he have left? He's got 35. He's still kicking a little bit, but he's on the backside of Bill Gates' base as Bill Gates is ready to start charging up here and taking out Illuminati, of who has made an enemy with Shelty. Shelty here can start pushing back into Illuminati. Everybody is like finding themselves with multiple enemies in this game. Up onto the top, however, Psalm is going to be looking for the next person to wage war in. Psalm's kind of the only player so far who's managed to keep himself, at very worst, 1 versus 1. As Tier comes through, Thimblewinter's going to hit everyone, slow everyone down just a little bit. So too does Brain Size Mega drop his own Thimblewinter, so everybody can be enjoying a little bit of the double Fenris wolves, just wolves just everywhere for just a little bit. But Illuminati very much struggling here against what Bill Gates has managed to construct. Over onto this side, the army will have to deal with a little bit of Shelty. It's got to get back up here and deal with this as someone else is tapping out. Shelty in that moment says, oh, okay, I'm tapping out too. A little bit of an early resign there from Shelty, but Psalm is on the warpath. He is absolutely gigantic. How many town centers does he have? He's got 6 town centers already. Absolutely insane. As the red units are mostly, I know he's building back up over here. A little bit of an attack onto maybe Bill Gates could be a half a decent idea. As Blueberry returns back, gets his town center back up, slowly building. He's going to have to take out Brain Size Mega here at some point, but I think Brain Size Mega is also going to be very, very big, very, very shortly. As Sam going to be pushing through. On this side, he can start grabbing town centers in the middle. He's grabbing town centers here. Slowly but surely looking to convert himself a big, big advantage. Now, the good thing here for Illuminati is now he can make a move up and take some of the Shelty base here as well, which is what he's going to be doing. But meanwhile, Bill Gates is taking... Well, Bill Gates is taking Daredevil's base. Daredevil, I'm not exactly sure where he's gone. He's still got a Asura left. He's in the center of the map trying to sneak something here with the villagers. It's the Shinigami mass has begun. How much favor does he have? He's been spinning his favor. Nice. Look at those Shinigami. He's got 8. 8 Shinigami. Plus 10 Omyoji. This army is as deathbally as it's like, this is such a deathball army. He's got super strong champion Yumi Horse Archers with the Fujin and the Watatsumi. The Shinigami are insanely strong too. And he's going to be having himself the Inari Okami technology that gives him bonus gold. So his gold will shoot through the stratosphere when he takes a good fight. There's now the Fanatic charging through. Temple going to be going down. Kotta has managed to rebuild an army here. Blueberry may have made a bit of a poor calculation leaving Kotta alive. Now Kotta is going to be able to put the pressure on, while Brain Size Mega is going to be able to make life very difficult for Blueberry down the bottom. Meanwhile, up to the top, Daredevil did get the town center up, but that's going to go down quickly. The villagers do need to make a break for it. But where else can you go? The map is starting to become very, very small here. Very, very small indeed. It could be the case that Illuminati and Bill Gates have made somewhat of an alliance here. It's sort of looking like that is the yellow army just not going through here onto Illuminati. Just like a little bit of light pressure, but they're just ignoring each other. We have a cheeky little implode getting dropped down. A lot of these units do have more than 100 HP, so they will be fine. And then behind all of that, the Omyoji can heal them all back up because they do heal. So it's not the end of the world, this implode. And there's also the Dragon Typhoon to kill off this incredibly expensive army. Surely he has to drop it, right? Like there's no other option. Maybe there's no... Maybe his army just wins. I don't know. Getting split up like this does make the death ball significantly less effective. The Illuminati does decide, nah, we just take the fight, holding on to his god powers for a little bit longer. Onto the bottom here, Blueberry is making his way through here, but so too is Cotter, making a little bit of a push back. He's got his town center back in a decent spot. And now we will see the god power getting dropped down. Dragon Typhoon coming in, gonna chase these units away. I think you got a decent amount of damage. Just all of those archers die. Look at that damage there. The frame rate's falling off the cliff, but no problems. Oh, and a little cheeky town center from Daredevil. He is trying to do what no man has been able to do before. On the other side here, what does our main man... Oh, Rono's still kicking. Rono's got a town center. He is going. He's got a chance here. Meanwhile, Illuminati going to be dropping his own Titan Gate on the back. He's got this entirety of this back position to himself, which is really, really good. You got if you're surrounded by water on the back with a friend on the side, huge. Absolutely huge. Meanwhile, what's Bill Gates doing? He's just chilling. He's got no unit. He's not doing anything. He needs to start waging somewhere else. Push down. I mean, okay, there he is. He's killing off Cotter. Cotter has become the unfortunate victim of Bill Gates' next conquest. And up onto the top, the Atlantean units trying to break through all of these Shinagamis. Now, these are now reverent Shinagamis. They get even stronger here. But, no, yeah, you're not breaking through this army that easily. I think the only way through this is full... I want to say full Contarius heroes. Has to be the option, right? Full Contarius heroes. I don't see another great way to get through this. Do you have the castle coming up for Daredevil? He's trying. He's going to make it happen. Daredevil, the man with a dream. You've always got to believe in the man with the dream. Meanwhile, Cotter getting pushed back from Blueberry, getting sandwiched from Bill Gates. Oof. It's a tough life. But we may have found ourselves with the two biggest players in this game, two of the biggest players in this game, in a little bit of a stalemate. Maybe. Or it's the case that Illuminati's army, every knee will bow, this death ball just simply is too much. We see the Titan coming through for Psalm. This is going to be the opportunity. He needs to heroize everything, though. Because you have the resources. He doesn't really have the favor to heroize everything. He needs to heroize everything to go after this. Why? The Shinigami just too strong. They're too good with that shout. Does 40 divine damage. And there's that many of them. You're just never going to break through. Meanwhile, Mythic Age comes in. We will be seeing a little cheeky Inferno, but no significant damage there as Blueberry is kind of just trying to break through all of this and get himself in a nice spot. Up onto the top, the big fight happening as the Titan, the Shinigami, all of the hero archers coming down, the Swampland coming through as well, as we do see a little bit of a cheekiness there, sending those units flying with the smiting gust as that Titan is getting melted by this amount of Onmyoji. Just absolutely melted. The rest of the unit's going to be coming back in, but that Titan is down to 7,000 HP. And now we see the Divine Slash coming through as an unhappy Daredevil says, "Excuse you, let me take you out." Cotter says, "I'm out." He's got nothing left. He's got to resign. Random forest fire coming down somewhere. I don't know where. But that there from Daredevil. He said, I'll go on Team Psalm. Maybe we can make it to the end. Get some town centers back. And be a problem. But Psalm here, trying to break through all of this stuff. He's got to micro a little bit. Diet Forest coming in as Rono. The forest fire was here. Opening up this position. Bill Gates wants in. He wants to take out Rono for good here. Meanwhile, Blueberry is just like, he's got his Myth Unit army. Said he was going to do this early game. I remember. There's also Titans ready for Bill Gates. He's just going to be holding off on it for the time being as well. Yeah, where is... I think purple... Wait, where is purple? He's got 8 population somewhere. I don't think purple is alive. I don't think purple is alive. Yeah, purple is dead. But he's not resigned. He's somewhere on the map. There he is. He's got 1 citizen, 2 Bareem, and a dream. Are these 3 pop? Yeah. That's all he's got. Oh, I could click this to find him. No, I can't. Unfortunately for Brain Size Mega, he hasn't quite managed to deal with this. Over onto the top side, we do see a Ghoul Bursty somewhere here. I don't know where. Wait. Hang on. Are those just... What are... My guy's got 39 villager population? How is that? That's not right. He has more than that. What is going on? Oh, it's 139? I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't understand. It's fine. I don't need to understand. Not important. Over onto this side, the Shinigami army continues to be a problem up here as they fighting. We do see a... I've got no idea what this... Over here, we see Bill Gates fighting 2 fronts, trying to take out Rono and deal with Blueberry here. I mean, if this isn't that much of a problem, he only needs a little bit to try and get in here, gets his town center up, gets that all sorted out. But these guys are going to continue battling it out in the middle of this. Every knee will bow. Illuminati's Titan joins in to the action right now. There's tons and tons of heroes for Psalm. Psalm's economy has to be struggling, though. Look at this. He's got 70 villagers on gold. He's got himself 35 villagers on food, but he's just not... He's not going to be able to continue to keep up with this spam. As Illuminati hits the last tier of Bushido as well, his units are going to be very powerful. He can go into some Samurai if he wants with the insane late game Susanoo Samurai. Not that he has any specific upgrades for him, but he could. It's Illuminati. We now start to take the town center down, make little bits of progress over here. Oh, he has started to do a little bit of shenanigans over to Bill Gates. These guys seemed friendly towards each other, but they're going after each other. Just a little bit of love taps. The question is really going to be, if Psalm dies here and Illuminati breaks through everything, who will Illuminati go for next? And can the next best player deal with it? Because right now the Norse guys are going after each other. Brain-sized Mega Daredevil are both kind of like hiding in the center of the map. We do have a whole bunch of Onmyoji just chilling. Psalm pulls all the way back to try and get himself something else happening. Townsend are going to go the wayside of Illuminati. There's just so much that he has to break through here. I mean, the other thing is he's got access to another Dragon Typhoon. That's going to be huge. On the flip side, Psalm's got no favor because he has to keep on heroizing his units. So he's not going to be able to use another implode anytime soon. Bill Gates, on the other hand, does seem to have the upper hand on Blueberry, who seems to be running out of steam a little bit here. He's struggling. I don't know if his trade route fell off or what's happening, but there's just seeming like too many units here for Bill Gates. Somehow Rono has found another situation here where he's like, I'm still alive. Look at me go. I'm gonna rebuild my army. And like Daredevil just hanging in the middle of the map as well. While these guys are just, we're sailing. Yeah, Blueberry to start up a whole bunch of ballast. It can be a nice way to just stop the bleeding, I guess. Up to the top side. Psalm just going to be losing more and more stuff. But the Hero Contarius do manage to get in here. And the question is there going to be enough stuff here? Psalm's at 360 pop. On the flip side, there's 385 population of Japanese here. There's more units flooding in. It's looking like it's just not gonna be enough. As this Death Ball is too much on the bottom side. Another Inferno to come down as Blueberry needs to pull back, but he's going to be losing this position momentarily here as well. Basically, we've got two 1v1s, two people hiding in the middle, and one person at sea. The Illuminati is increasing his influence, so to speak. Much, much more here. Very quickly. Get off the Shinigami and Q. Whoa, 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 whoa. Am I on the right player? He has 26 Miko. My guy has 97 favor per minute. Hello? Are you kidding me? Where? How? Why? That's just simply... And now it's a wonder time. Now it's a wonder. Not that he really needs like a wonder because he's already got the cheapest god powers ever, but now it's wonder time. As Bill Gates really needs to start thinking, okay, well maybe we should make some truces down with maybe Blueberry. We'll leave things happening here. Blueberry can go fight Psalm. I'll go kill the other guy. What happened to all the stone? Whoa, 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 whoa. Daredevil changed their diplomatic status towards you to ally? Okay, well, Daredevil is figured out you can do that at this stage. Is he the only one? I think he might be the only one. Hang on, we're just gonna click through here. Wait, let me. This guy? Yeah, he's the only one. He's the only one. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it again. The devs kind of screwed up. They kind of screwed it up. Rono with the destroyer raids though. Hello? How to be the most annoying player, just barely staying alive. Make some destroyers walk around the map and just kill people's town centers. Look at this army. This thing is looking absolutely insane. Walls coming up. Over onto this side. And the cheeky frost somewhere on the map. I don't know where. If I could find it, I would, but I can't, so I won't. Oh, over here. Blueberry gets frozen up and... Yet again, Brain Size Mega's just like, nah, I'm just going to keep on trying to kill off Blueberry. just non-stop attacking Blueberry. No matter what's going on, Blueberry is the target. No matter if Bill Gates is killing off Brainside or not, it's not. We're going after Blueberry. But Sam looks to be making maybe one last-ditch effort. But like, here's the thing: he can literally just drop Dragon Typhoon. He doesn't need to, but he can literally just drop Dragon Typhoon. Look at this. The Shinigami spam. There's just so many. How are you supposed to get through this army? How? You're not. You can't. Does the special work on any unit? Causes hit military units except heroes and targets with divine immunity to run in fear for 3 seconds. So it does hit heroes, but it doesn't fear them. And then it does 0.25 of 40 divine to everything. So it's still an insane amount of damage with that many Shinigami. Like, I don't think it's the Onmyoji that are I think obviously these are really strong, but I think it's the Shinigami that are just insane here, no? But up to the top here, an angry Bill Gates, he says, you didn't pay. I need my money back. I gave you the money. You didn't do your job. You were supposed to kill off Psalm, and it's been 40 minutes. He's not dead yet. It's time to take you out. The Jarls are in. The heavy portable rams charging. And Illuminati has to figure this one out. Up onto the top. The wonder has been spotted. No wonder for you, Mr. Illuminati. No wonder for you in the slightest. Apparently I've got this view post-game button just popped up now. I don't know how to get rid of that. I click on it and I go back to view map. Nope, doesn't work like that. We just got a view post-game. It's fine. Oh. Who resigned? Sam! Sam has given up! He had a chance! He just had to keep fighting, and that would have kept Illuminati preoccupied, allowing Bill Gates to break through. But now with Sam dropping out, now Illuminati can get back here and just focus everything onto Bill Gates. He can just focus everything onto Bill Gates. Sam! What are you doing? You stay. You have to stay until the last moment in these situations. Anything can change. Especially when you see your opponent's wonder get killed off in an instant. But Bill Gates now charges in. He's got himself the Titans. Now we're going to see if Norse can deal with this insane Susanoo late game. Freyr can deal with this insane Susanoo late game. Look at the population Bill Gates has. 510 to 310. If there's a player who can take this Susanoo might out, it is going to be Bill Gates in this one. Meanwhile, Blueberry is going to be able to use this position, this situation now, to start taking Sam's position, and maybe, just maybe, he can get himself into a nice little position where he's going to have some population. He's going to be able to have some play a little bit later. Titan just going to be taking all these walls off before returning. There's just so many hurts. And they also have the upgrade. So not only are they doing tons of damage, but look at the extra damage. The hammers are gigantic. It looks a little silly, but the hammers are absolutely insanely big. Forest Fire getting dropped down onto this position as the Onmyoji getting pushed back. Now, the damage, though, from all of these units is absurd. Is Bill Gates staying on population is the big question. He's got infinite resources, it seems like. And I don't even think he can break through this army. They just can't. He can't break. Okay, but he does have access to this. Inferno will probably help quite a bit here. As the Titan moves up to the top, going to try and take out some more stuff. It's nearly 600 favor. I mean, he's basically pure Herso, no?
Skip.
He's got 43 Herso. 43. Meanwhile, Blueberry quickly expanding. He's taking all of the remnants of this base. You do see Illuminati being quick about it as well. Takes most of it, but Blueberry is going to be able to start going after Illuminati next. As the flaming weapons gets dropped down, we've also got the Inferno, as we do have. I missed that usage. There was a funny usage of smiting dust where you could stop the Fenris, the Inferno, but it doesn't work anymore. The army of Illuminati does end up falling there, and he drops down population in a big way. Is he going up to the next tier? I haven't seen this before. What happens when you get to the next tier of Bushido? What happens at tier 6? It's 5,000. I'm very interested. No resigning. I want to see. Does he get another favor stipend? He gets 250 favor for that. 250. Is there one after this? Like, obviously, these are things you'd never see in a 1v1, right? But Bushido tier 6? Show me. Hurry up. Okay, so once you get to tier 6, there's nothing more. But there is enough favor here. And look, here's the thing. That Dragon Typhoon at any point can just take a 510 population army down to 0. But all of the Yumi Horse Archers are in. That's going to be a tough thing to break through. On the bottom side there, we are seeing a Titan for Blueberry as well somewhere. Blueberry just trying to erase as much as he can, take as much of the map. He's left Bill Gates to his devices. Brain Size Mega is still here. Is he building anything? Does he have anything anywhere? Has Brain Size Mega got anything going for himself? He's got 7 villages that are all idle. I think Brain Size Mega might have given up here. Could be wrong. Oh, Adam is back. The classic 48-minute revenge sequence begins. Village center and go. Anyways, back over here. Still, Bill Gates struggling to get through all of this. He's just got so much population, but it doesn't matter because these guys are all doing divine damage and doing area of effect damage. So once he gets enough of them, like, what are you supposed to do? The ranged charge attack doesn't do divine damage. I mean, area effect damage. I mean, he could drop another Inferno. He does manage to get the Shinigami out of position for the moment. Going to take out all of those. And it looks like Bill Gates does manage to make something happen here as this seemingly unkillable Susanoo army melts in a second. Okay, he's got through. He's making it happen. Up onto the top. Bill Gates going for the backside. Town center for Illuminati also getting taken down. The Daimyo are in to finish off this Titan. And while this is going on, still managing to make more of a push all over the place. He's got town centers up to the top. Illuminati is losing his position hard. Blueberry, on the other hand, seems alive and well as another Inferno in onto this army of Susanoo units. Does come through, does get hit. Sitting pretty nicely, though, at nearly full population after all of that, whereas Bill Gates struggling to keep the production up. He doesn't have the food income to afford all of these Hersa. Like, what are you supposed to do? There's just too many units. village center is in. Is there a second town center? A second villager? Answer is he needs a house first. He needs a manor first. Wait, actually. Oh, they don't have that much. These guys seem like they have more. Town center falls. Bill Gates pulls back. Has to regroup, rethink. Maybe Tempest is the angle here. You slow down all the damage, and maybe you can break through that way. Daredevil. Well, Daredevil's making a comeback in this game somehow, some way. He's up over onto this side. He's grabbed another town center. He's got himself his Omyoji. Brutal here. Take out all of that. Up onto the top side yet again. Another bit of a fight as the army charges in, but what are you supposed to do? The Gullimbursty gets dropped down. Bill Gates trying as he may to break through all of this stuff. But in the end, it just looks like it's too much, no? It is indeed just too much. The other angle here for Bill Gates is to start spreading out the attacks. Attack through here, attack the buildings, take out the town centers, take them for yourself, limit the population down so much that he's going to be able to win. But he needs to start going for some other stuff. He's going to be losing his own town centers and things like that. All right. Well, if it hasn't worked yet, just keep trying. It's the Illuminati army, the horse archers pulling back up to the top side. Villagers trying to take the town center down. Not going to be able to do so. Being repaired. What's happened to Illuminati? He's dropping population fast. A little bit of a... Sometimes in these long games, you have to keep on macro, and the focus is tough. It's tough to keep yourself going. He's dropped a lot of Miko as well, it seems like. Wait, did Purple get spotted? Purple got spotted. Purple's dead. Again. Wait, where'd he go? Where's Purple? I want to find him. Brain Size Mega is making a comeback onto the top. Oh, he's down here. He's heroized the citizen, though. But Bill Gates and Illuminati, we just chill. We're just gonna keep on keeping on here, it seems. Illuminati up to the top. The town center here going to be going down. And I don't think there is a stalemate. I do think that Bill Gates is slowly winning here. But the grind is a grind. Like, he has to keep on spamming units and all the other good stuff. What's happened over here? I think he's gotten distracted by something. I don't know what, but this position over here he needs to go and grab. Blueberry breaking through the middle of Daredevil, though. There's a little bit of a timer here where Blueberry needs to decide, do I go after Illuminati or do I go after Bill Gates here? That's the difficulty. Because how many Infernos do you need, you ask? And Bill Gates says, you know what? I've got infinite money, so I will keep on going. Smack, smack, smack. Bill Gates is making the right calls now. Stop fighting the death ball to some degree and go after everything else. Has to be the right call. He's struggling to get units out though. That's the problem. Struggling to get units out. His trade route is pretty nice. 77 gold a trip it looks like. Over here, Blueberry is now taking out Bill Gates' town center. So this is where things start to crumble. And Blueberry is going to be the one to kill. Somehow, some way, Blueberry has managed to find himself in a position where... Wait, where is he? Where he has 350 pop and growing. You know, come to think of it about it, is it not slightly interesting that we didn't see any Demeter in this game? I would have thought Demeter would be really good in this game mode. No? Anyways, a little bit of a fight yet again. But Bill Gates has got nothing left over here. In fact, it looks like he's got nothing left in the tank as his population is just dropping. Yeah, Blueberry is a fighter, man. This guy just... He's got Foul Fart. Einstein, Foul Fart, his hero. Just randomly clicking on a Herso. It's hilarious. Also, Daredevil still in this game is wild too. What's Rono doing? He's got 14 population. He's got himself a palace, a villager farming. My guy, I'm not sure your 4 destroyers are going to do much here. They might be annoying, but they're not going to do much. Why would Demeter be good? Yeah, so the Toxotes with all the extra population from every town center. Because there's so many town centers you can grab. If you have like 6 town centers, it'll be almost like you have 10. Because of the extra 10 population you have for each town center. But Bill Gates does seem to be crumbling. I don't know what else you can do when you're in this sort of a spot. There's too many people after you. Maybe Bill Gates and Illuminati are going to have to turn on Blueberry here. But Blueberry does decide, alright, we better kill off Daredevil first. That's going to be a problem. Charging in. Kill off the weakest link. Makes sense. Daredevil has put every bit of effort in to this tiny little base up here, but it's all over for him, I think, up on the side. I don't see how he's going to be able to survive against this amount. Look at the Ballaster. Fire Giant Ballaster. My guy took the Fire Giant Ballaster concept and he said, you know what, let's run with it and see if it's any good. I think it's pretty good. I think this is going to be pretty good. This will be really interesting. Up onto the top side, the Berserk's coming in. Kill off the town center, build the town center instantly, going after everything else. Illuminati does manage to find himself a tree here, which is nice. The town center for Blueberry coming up. What's he up to in terms of population? 385 is going to be up to 400 plus. Destroyers for Rono still massing up. So silly. And now I think Bill Gates has figured it out. Ignore the big scary army and just kill everything else off. Much easier. Kill the villagers, kill the Miko, kill the economy, cut the trade route wherever it is. But does he even have a trade route? Hang on, he might not. Because he gets so much favor or so much gold from just making these myth units. Yeah, he literally doesn't have a trade route. That's funny. Why build a trade route when you can just build Shinigami? It's like, why? Why? Oh. Onto the water, the Titan goes, and I think Daredevil, his days are numbered. He's dead to dare. I think he's out of villages. Wait, no, he's got... Yeah, I think he's out of villages. Out of villages, out of hope. He's got 10 fishing ships, but doesn't matter. The ship's getting taken down over here as well. Just to make sure that he's completely out of here. And then Blueberry can grab his town center and he can start focusing on Illuminati, who's going to be falling next, surely. I mean, surely it's scary that Bill Gates is here as well, but who's the player you feel like you can beat in the late game? Do you feel like you can beat the late game, the end stage of this free-for-all, the 1v1 at the end? Do you feel like you can beat the Susanoo, or do you feel like you can beat the Freya? That's got to be the questions going through Blueberry's mind. Bill Gates doesn't really, and Illuminati don't really get a say in the matter. They're at each other's throat, and there's nothing that can really change here. Why are these guys so fast? Does he have the speedy relic? He does. There you go. Is Ragnarok's in the chat? You got the 5.8 speed. Ursa, you happy? They're back. And it is going to be the Susanoo to go down here. And town centers galore. Look at the economy. The war machine. The war machine that Blueberry has. He's got both the infantry speed relics. Grass cutting sword, and Homies just wing sandals. And Forseti. They are speedy. I must say, if you would have asked me 30 minutes ago, would Blueberry be the one winning this game? I would have said no chance in hell. And somehow he's managed to get himself arguably a more terrifying unit composition than Illuminati's been making in this game. Of course, one army is significantly harder to construct than the other. I think Blueberry's is nigh impossible to construct with the Fire Giant Ballista army, but nonetheless, he's managed to do it. Townsend is still coming up for Bill Gates. Does Illuminati? Illuminati's struggling to continue to build stuff as Bill Gates is all over him. White just needs a couple more destroyers. Yeah, he's up to 23 pop. Got 7. Just get himself a little bit of food. Sell the food. Get the... Oh, nope. He's off to the race. He says it's time to fight. As if Bill Gates doesn't have enough problems. The destroyers, they are on the way to causing more problems for Bill Gates. As Bill Gates just continuing now to just break everything down. Illuminati. Lots of docks to come up, but... Wait, what's his plan? Bozu? Surely not. The army of Blueberry looking insane. Absolutely insane here. Castle's going down... Like, actually, no. Sorry, we're gonna just take a quick pause here because I think this is like a nice blue sky. Yeah, I think that's nice. No, just do a little quick cheeky. Is that okay? Are we okay with this? We're okay with that? Good. So there's so many fight. Wait, he's running? Why? What happened? Is he getting attacked somewhere? He's deciding to live. Is he deciding to let Illuminati live for some reason? This decision is everything. This decision is literally everything for Blueberry. He could have just kept killing Illuminati. Illuminati would have been dead. And then he would have been able to focus on Blueberry now, on Bill Gates. But now, he reminds Bill Gates that he exists. I don't think Bill Gates can kill off this army either, but Illuminati gets to come back, and then what? True, how much damage on the ballista? Actually, let's just see. Ooh! He has 42, mind you, but 157,000. What about the fire giants? 60. Nothing. Oh my god. That there is some damage. Of course, it's also building damage, I think, right? Is it? This one heavy ballast has killed 4 units, but it's done 6,500 damage. Some more town centers getting grabbed. Oh, random portable rams from Bill Gates as he's like, let me get in here. Let me get in here. I don't even know where it is. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to find it. I don't even know. Like where? Up here? Up here, I guess. Illuminati's still gonna be losing more and more of his position. And this is what Bill Gates needs to do. He needs to completely erase the Illuminati threat so he can focus everything onto Blueberry. But even... Here's the question. How do you beat Blueberry's army here? I guess you just build nothing but her, sir. That's exactly what he's going to do. Obviously, if there's a wall there, it changes everything. But also, Blueberry's he's stretched very, very thin here in this game as well. He's coming over here, has to deal with the random berserks in his main base. Himself some myth units. The berserks will end up falling as well. I should be able to get his town center back. Random Titan to take down the town center up here. This is wild how much stuff these guys need to be doing. It's 560 pop for Bill Gates. Blueberry's at 540 pop. So it's close. Of course, Illuminati looks to have somewhat given up here. He's got no population. He's got no town centers. And he's got one over here, but at these sort of points, you have to kind of just die. Let yourself die and then try and bring yourself back into it. But he's lost all of his Miko, so no favor gains, so no more Shinigami, no more power comp. Oop, Daredevil has changed that diplomatic stance. He's ready to kill you. Wait, did he come back at all? No. I see very small amounts of pink on the map. There's 18 populations over here. Oh! Oh, Daredevil is trying to take... Okay, why not? Why not? He's got 5 on Myorgi and a dream. 5 on Myorgi and a dream. Why not? I need to see this Bill Gates army and whether or not it can actually take out the Blueberry army. That's the big question. Flaming weapons gets dropped. This is the battle. The ballista are ballistering. They do so much damage though. Like so much damage. Meanwhile, Adam is... Oh, he's stuck in the forest. He wants the town center, but he's stuck in the forest. Classic. Absolutely classic. And now Bill Gates is probably starting to realize that this comp is unbeatable. Maybe Ballister Fafnir on the side of Bill Gates. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Blueberry does have half the map. Bill Gates does have half the map. He's got no gold in the bank, however. 622 favor. Just do this on the Ballister. They can't survive the Inferno, no? I mean, obviously, there's all the resources in the world to get them back out, but they can't survive the Inferno. So build all of the Hersa, Inferno, kill off the Ballister, charge in, kill off the Fire Giants. Do see a wonder for Blueberry, which is going to make the Fire Giants nigh unkillable. There's all the town centers for Bill Gates are dying. Blueberry's town center's falling at the top as well. Is Illuminati trying to do anything? He is trying to make something happen at the top, but he's basically dead here. Oh, he's out. The town center has begun. Right next to Bill Gates' dock. Right in vision, of course. Like, did Daredevil lose all his dudes? I think maybe Daredevil. Oh no, he's still got 15 pop. I don't know where they are, but he's got 15 pop somewhere. Also, how is Rono still going here? Like, why? Maybe the better question is, why is Rono still going here? Is Blueberry now going to come in, take more town centers? He's now well and truly in the lead. Who died? Daredevil. Daredevil died. Daredevil's out of here finally. It's okay, 42 seconds, then the citizens, and that's where the 1 hour, 13-minute comeback comes for Adam. Refusing to give up. Never give up, never surrender. The Gullenburst called upon to take out some of these Sons of Muspel. Where's the Wonder at? Right at the back. Towers going up and all the other good stuff. I mean, if you get spotted, then you just drop the Inferno on it, but some Jarls to come through and try and deal with the Ballister at the moment. The Ballister do get left naked. They're taking them out finally. Flaming weapons from Blueberry to try and make a stand to some degree. He's still got plenty of units in queue, so if something dies, it immediately comes back out. And he has like instant production of Fire Giants with 300 favor and infinite gold in the bank, so he can get those out in an instant, literally. Meanwhile, Illuminati is just going to be a little bit annoying on this side, trying to take somewhat of the map back. Nearly 600 population for Blueberry. He's slowly getting there. All the Hersa in the world queued up. How many buildings? He's got 56 Great Halls. Like, I don't even, like, there's lots that aren't queued up, though. It looks like he's only queued up in, like, 10 or 15, 5, like 12. It's like he's only using a handful of those Great Halls. I guess it doesn't really matter. But technically speaking, shouldn't the Frere Hersa be doing really well here? He's also got Berserks at a bonus versus heroes, so that's a big bonus for Bill Gates. But I also guess once the Wonder Rage comes in, that should do it for this whole thing, as the Inferno does get called upon, but I don't think that's going to do all too much. The Miko spam is back on. Illuminati's never give up, never surrender attitude. Blueberry will just send a handful of units over here and deal with this. Take this position back. Oh, the citizens, the numbers. There are some random Blueberry shenanigans here, so we can get over and destroy all this stuff, but the rebuilding has commenced. Also, why is Rono still here? What is he doing? Why is he here? That's when it goes down. Units get pulled back. The yellow army is just... I mean, he's still at full pop. Both of these guys have got infinite rest, so they just keep on spamming at each other. Oh, and Blueberry is like cutting through Bill Gates as well up here. So while he's winning on these sides, he's just like super spreading Bill Gates thin. Bill Gates has lost a whole bunch of villages. He has no resources. He's out. He's out of income. I mean, of course, he can get the villagers back in an instant with how many town centers he has. How many do you... Got 13 town centers, so he can get into 100 villages in like 30 seconds, but his income is kaput. Absolutely kaput. How is he going to continue in this game? There's the wooden ship. 210 seconds from completion. Blueberry taking another town center slowly. What's the army looking like for Illuminati? I don't see it anywhere. He's still... kind of hiding, I guess. Just two Shinigami. Yeah, don't do anything. Just spam Miko, get the favor, and make a Shinigami and see if you can deal with this. But I mean, what are you going to do? Like, this is 740 population of Loki. And going and growing. And growing. Blueberry is insane in these free-for-alls. I tell you what, this guy is an absolute machine. Like, and he instantly has his population spent as well. There's no switching off. It's just like, no, this is mine, this is mine. You're seeing a little bit of raids coming through. Stopping the trade route has to be an idea though, right? He's only got a little bit of gold in the bag. Of course, there's a ton in the queue. Ox caravans are going to be going down. He's got 9 markets though, so we can build those back up in an instant if they die. The shrines are just everywhere. Like, each one of these Miko is getting... Wait, does this really have 0.05? Ow. I would have thought it would be an 0.04 at max. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Anyways. More town centers for Bill Gates dying as he's desperately trying to just hold on, but I don't think he's got what it takes here. I think he's lost his trade route. And he's got 55 of them, but I don't know why they were going that way. He might still have a trade route going somewhere. I don't know. Blueberry on the other side. 183 gold per trip. That's how you build a trade route right there. Meanwhile, Adam has now got a Stymphalian bird. And okay. Doesn't found the wonder. 40 seconds until brutalization, and Bill Gates says, all right, game over. I tap out. There were now 1, 2, 3. I mean, let's be real. There's 2 left. There's 2 left in this game. Rono Adam, Mega. Come on, you guys. You guys know what's going on. I mean, Mega has no villages, right? He's got 2 berserks here. And then... Oh, no. Yeah, he's got 2 berserks and that's it. Wonder up for Blueberry. Nidhogg's going to be coming through. He will come in and just take all the talents. I mean, how do you beat this much population? Even with the most OP units in the game, you don't beat this much population. Blueberry has got this win, I think. He's just going to have to... Oh, Shinigami going after the town center slowly. It's just a matter of who does he feel like killing next. Hummus Scott, I did do a playthrough. I think I'm going to play it again off stream for YouTube. Because the playthrough that I did, I was super tired. So, I'll do it again. Yeah, I mean, what... There's a butt ton of Miko, but I mean, that's all. Like, he doesn't have any population, right? It's 185. So Hersa are going to swarm in here and just put an end to this Susanoo menace. You guys were complaining about the Susanoo strength. You didn't worry about the Loki. The 1,000 population Loki. I don't think I've ever seen that. Even in all the free for alls, no one ever grabs all the town centers. 1,000. Everything up the top is now claimed. He's gonna go up even further. No, I don't even. Can you go above 1,000 pop? Are you allowed to? Did they say that's the limit? He's got 30 town centers. So well, he's got 31 town centers now, so maybe that is the limit. Maybe 1,000 is the max. I didn't know. As Susanoo, as Illuminati dies, taps out. There's still 2 left. Rono and Adam. Blueberry grabs himself Omniscience. He'll see the purple down the bottom. He'll wander down there. He'll see the white in the center. He'll go over and take those out. There's literally every town center on the map. The countdown will start. 2 minutes until settlement victory for Blueberry. He somehow managed to get him up to 1,038 population. I don't know how he's managed to do that, but he has. Oh, I guess you just convert all the villages into berserks here, no? Does he have a single villager somewhere?
Yeah.
You just grab all these guys, turn them into berserks. You can go up to like 2,000 population, I guess. No, not 2,000. 1,100 population. As Rono taps out, Adam, last man standing, and the victory goes to Blueberry. Well played, my free-for-all veteran. Well deserved. From the ashes of a nearly destroyed base, the seemingly never-ending rampage from brain-sized Mega going after the Cotta in there in the early stages. Even Bill Gates, seemingly unstoppable, does get pulled away, but that allows... So many things had to go the way they went for Blueberry to have the opportunity to win this game. So many things. How much military resource? 45,000 military resource value in the game. Units killed. Illuminati. 2,038. Blueberry 1640, but 2038. Bill Gates also up there. Max food for Bill Gates. Max wood for Killuminati. Max gold for Blueberry. Max favor for Blueberry. Villager peak of 749 for some reason. I don't even know what that means. How do you have 749 villages? Please explain. I don't understand. Most myth units, 92. Son of Muspel, 701 Hersa, because why not? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed that one, make sure you hit the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We probably won't be doing a free-for-all to the end of Pandora's box, but look forward to putting them on every Sunday for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.